Hey, this is John Walker with LaCod TV, and today we're looking at a hidden gem on the Royal Caribbean cruise ships. Yep, and that's the Solarium. When you first come to the Solarium, one thing you're going to notice that the Solarium is only for 16 and older. That in itself makes it a hidden gem. Now we're going to look at first, we're going to look at the Solarium in the morning. The Solarium on the Oasis of the Sea, and I understand that it's now going to go from 2 levels to 3 levels. So we're starting at the second level. I came into the second level, and the second level has a bar. Now you might hear me call it a lot the Solarium Bistro, and that's because on the first level there's a restaurant. So let's look around and look. You can see it's covered. So that helps you if it rains or the weather's inclement. Now there are several, 3 to be exact. There are 3 pools, hot tubs at the Solarium. And one thing you're going to find, the Solarium is not as crowded as the other pools. Remember, there's over 6,000 people typically on this ship. This is one of the larger ones. And so the Solarium usually is not as crowded, and that's why I call it a hidden gem. So let's look around. We're looking down the steps now to the first level. Now I bring you back up a little more view of the second level, and it stretches from both sides of the ship, and it's in the front of the ship as well. So depending on the sunrise or sunset, sometimes it's excellent, sometimes it's not. And I'm going to tell you another little secret. Don't know why, but I guess it's just human nature. Most people like to party all night long. But if you get up early in the morning and you come out to the Solarium before breakfast, it's basically abandoned. So you have this whole beautiful Solarium to yourself. And sometimes if you find that tropical Caribbean sun to be too hot in the afternoon, well, it's not going to be as hot in the morning. It's going to be much calmer. The temperatures are calm. And like I say, you basically have the Solarium to yourself. Here's another secret. Once we get down to the first level, I'll tell you more about the restaurant, but I'm going to do a special on the Solarium restaurants. When you get down to the first level, you're going to find that the restaurant is sort of like a mini restaurant of the buffet, for breakfast anyway. And so because it's a mini for the buffet, they don't have as many items as the full buffet, but typically you have enough for breakfast. But it's not as crowded. There's plenty of seats. And the view from the Solarium is just, let me say, awesome. It's just a wonderful, beautiful, awesome view when you're in the Solarium that you really won't get in the buffet, and you're not fighting the kids, you're not fighting the crowd, and that really makes it nice. Okay, here's some final looks at the upper level. Remember, on the current Oasis class ships, there are 2 levels of the Solarium. And on the new Oasis of the Sea, or I should say the remodeled Oasis of the Sea, they're going to make a 3rd level. And sometimes you see that 3rd level, when you look over, you see there's a level they sort of use just for the employees or for the crew members. And so that level's going to be converted, no doubt, into the 3rd level. So you'll have a lower level, a 2nd level with the restaurant, and then a 3rd level with a bar. And like I said, when you're in the Solarium, the views from the Solarium are just stunning. It's not as busy. It's not as crowded. It's just a wonderful place to go and relax and enjoy your cruise. And now we're getting ready to go down to take a look at the first level of the Solarium. And on the first level, like I mentioned before, that's where we find the restaurant. Okay, we're ready to head down and we're going to take a look around on the first level of the Solarium on the Oasis of the Seas. Now when you get down to the first level of the Oasis of the Seas Solarium, it's sort of like the second level in many ways. But there are some differences. Like the second level, it's only open to 16 and over. Yay! Yep, 16 and over. But when you walk in, immediately to your left is going to be the restaurant. And you're going to find the restaurant, it covers both sides of the stairway going up is the restaurant. There's also a pool on the first level, hot tub on the first level as well. And so when you look around, don't you just enjoy that view? What a marvelous view. Imagine coming here, enjoying a breakfast. They also serve dinner here as well, and tell you more about dinner when we go over the restaurant at the Solarium. But here on both sides, you see the restaurant, both sides of the stairwell. And now what's truly amazing is along the front, if you can picture it, along the front of the Solarium, there are also chairs where you can sit right up front at the ocean. Look at that beautiful pool. And look at that shower you can use if you go in the pool, then come out, shower, and dry off before going back to your room. Chris and I really enjoyed the Solarium. Chris, what are your thoughts on the Solarium?
Well, because the solarium is partially enclosed in glass, I thought that maybe it would be hot, but to my surprise, that wasn't the case. There was areas that were well shaded, and it was quite comfortable. The seating was quite comfortable also, and you had a beautiful view of the ocean as the ship continued to sail.
I might add, they have a bar right up front. So if you're sitting up front, looking at the ocean, taking in the waves, taking in the view, you don't have to go far for a drink. It's right there. There are waiters and waitresses that are serving you throughout the area. Just a wonderful place to visit. Really have to encourage you. Make sure you go to the Solarium, especially you gotta be over 16. If the kids can do something else or you're by yourself, be sure to enjoy the Solarium. 1, 2, 3 on the Solarium Bistro. Remember I told you the views were stunning, stunning. Yeah, that's me kicking back right at the very front of the ship. Well, thank you for watching our video. This has been John Walker.
And Chris.
And we hope you enjoyed our video. The Solarium on the Oasis of the Sea, or on any Oasis class ship. Be sure to stop by and enjoy it. And if you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel, Lakat TV, for more on the Oasis of the Seas.